Hello and welcome to today's training, which will be around how to use ChatGPT for Instagram. You are welcome to put any questions underneath this video in the comments, and I will come back and answer. To today's training, how to turn Instagram into your profitable business tool using ChatGPT and Insta inspiration document. So we will cover, together with my trusted assistant, I named it Bruno, and we will look how ChatGPT can be used for Instagram growth and how to never worry about content ideas for Instagram or Facebook. Like, everything that I'm sharing is focused on Instagram, but it can be applied to other platforms as well. How to work with testimonials to attract new customers, and how to work with inspirational quotes to grow your Instagram following. Again, it's just an example, one of 30 ideas that are included in Insta Inspiration document. And then the biggest ChatGPT drawback when it comes to Instagram and how to fix it. So make sure that you stay till the end. I will reveal the biggest drawback and the big solution in the end. So today I will present you Insta Inspiration document. It's 30 Instagram post ideas for intuitive entrepreneurs. It was crafted for people who use intuition, who are open to ideas of law of attraction and so on, but it can be used even if you're not into woo-woo stuff at all. And as I said, I treat ChatGPT as my assistant, and together we created this document, but I worked on it very specifically. It took me about a week to craft all the elements in this workbook, and you will get your free sample. And if you want to purchase the whole document, is just £7. Before we dive into all things ChatGPT and Instagram, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Inga Deksne. I am from Latvia, from the city Daugavpils. I am intuitive business strategist with a unique blend of intuition, strategic thinking, and business knowledge. And I've become trusted advisor to many aspiring and established professionals. And I have to say, I've been so lucky and honored to work with the best clients so far. So I'm really enjoying what I'm doing. And my approach goes beyond conventional business and consulting. I take into account not only the external market factors, but also the individual's mindset, energy, and intuition. And by integrating these elements, I help clients cultivate a holistic approach to their business, enabling them to make decisions that lead to sustainable growth and long-term success. And when I work with ChatGPT, I also tune into my intuition when I craft my tasks inside ChatGPT. And just to finish up, 3 things you need to know about me. I'm coffee aficionado. I love my coffee. I'm very peculiar about my coffee, how it's made. And I'm mom of 2 grown-up children. And I'm also obsessed with, it's not my dog, it's my friend's dog, but she's a vegan dog. And so these are kind of 3 main elements of my life so far at the moment. So now, main things to remember if you want Instagram to be a profitable business tool. You need to stay up to date with latest updates so you know what works at the moment, because Instagram is consistently building new features. There are so many new features that it's difficult to keep up. You don't need to use all of them. But when you are aware that Instagram is introducing something new, if you use all the new tools, they will give you additional discoverability, so to speak, because you're playing with the toys. And your engagement will drive your reach. So without reach, you wouldn't be able to attract new people. But if there is no engagement on your account, then there is no reach as well. So it's catch-22. You want to have both. And in order to have engagement, you need to craft your content in a way that it's interesting to your audience. And if you want to grow, then consistency is the key. And like this document, Insta Inspiration, is crafted specifically so you have endless source of inspiration. And I mentioned in terms of staying up to date with Instagram, it's impossible kind of to be always aware of what's happening. And that's why in my Real Love course, it's online course for intuitive entrepreneurs, what I'm teaching, yes, I will put the updates, what's happening currently on Instagram, but inside the course, there is a system that when you apply, it works no matter what the newest and latest trends are introduced by Instagram. But when you have a system in place, it becomes easier and easier for you to work with your Instagram presence and being consistent and reaching your ideal customers. And most importantly, not just interacting with them or posting your content, but getting sales through Instagram. And I will put the link below. You can explore more about Real Love. When it comes to ChatGPT, what you need to know in order to use it successfully, treat it as your personal assistant, and remembering that it's a process, not a magic pill, and you're responsible for result it produces. And I will show you how to get better results. But ChatGPT, I mentioned in the beginning, it has its drawbacks, more than one, but it can be a really useful tool. It's just finding your way how to work with it. If you haven't seen my ChatGPT training, it's free on YouTube. Again, link will be posted. You're welcome to watch it. I went into more detailed approach how you can craft your prompts, or you also can get the paid workshop where I went beyond. ChatGPT is other AI tools that you can use in your business and also in personal life to enhance your experience. Now, just a reminder from the ChatGPT training that the quality of your experience with ChatGPT is determined by the quality of your prompts. If you don't know what the prompt is, initial input message provided by the user, aka you, to start a conversation with the language model, aka ChatGPT, or any other AI tool. It can be a question, a statement, or any text that sets the topic or provides the context for the discussion. The prompt helps guide the model in generating a relevant and meaningful response. That's why I said the better your input is, the better response you will receive. Imagine when you are in a coffee shop, if you ask for coffee, you don't know what you will get back. Usually barista will ask you what kind of coffee you want. As the same with ChatGPT, the more specific you are in your questions, the better responses you will get. What's inside the Insta Inspiration, and this is available for anyone. When you click on the link, you will get 30 post ideas. And you can just go through all the ideas and choose which one resonates with your business the most. You don't need to use all 30. Document has information how to work with it. And then what makes it super useful, it has hooks or beginning of your text on Instagram, and also ideas what kind of visual material to use and calls to action. Because in order for you to be successful on Instagram, you need to grab people's attention so they stop scrolling, and you do it with your image, but you also do it with your text. And this is the beginning of your caption. It needs to be with the hook, and obviously call to action, lets people know what you want them to do with information that you shared. It's either to follow you or buy from you or leave a comment. So I will give you an example, a real life example. I took a prompt, so you can see the topic idea is share about the book you wrote or read. So it's perfect if you have written a book or you're about to write, or you just share the book that you read, you want to recommend and bring additional value to your audience. You can choose any of the prompts. And for instance, as an example, because I haven't written a book yet, behind every book lies a story waiting to be discovered. Today, I'm excited to share a behind-the-scenes glimpse into my writing process. And then you can put book title if you have a book title. So for me, you can see I went to ChatGPT and I said, this is a prompt for Instagram post. I put the quote, and I want to say in the post that I'm using ChatGPT to coach me through writing process from the very beginning. I want to mention that the whole process, how ChatGPT can be used as a book coach, is outlined in my training on demand, the AI guide for intuitive entrepreneurs. And can you craft the post so it brings value and entice people to check the training and make it conversational? I have to say that I used for this one specific, I used paid version of ChatGPT. Then I can be more straightforward. If you use free version, you may outline saying act as, let's say, copywriter, and then you can put exactly what you wanted to do. So I'm very kind of intentional what I'm to do. So post brings value and entice people to check the training. So let's see what it came up. It's user beginning. And then from brainstorming ideas to refining my narrative has been my virtual book coach, guiding me every step of the way. I don't like the word revolutionize. There are some words that it will pick that you don't like, and you can then they just say, I like the principle of it, but I don't like the word X, Y, and Z, and you say which words you want it to replace, and it will rework the material. Then what you need to remember now as well about Instagram, Reels are still popular, but carousel posts are getting better traction because every time people swipe through the posts, you will get engagement. Even if they don't comment, it will be considered by the algorithms that people are engaged with your content. So you want them to swipe. And for me, it takes a lot of time to come up with the concept to put on the slides so it's concise and interesting to read. That's why I use ChatGPT very often, asking it to create a carousel post. And you can see it also gave me ideas what kind of graphic to use. I asked it to put 3 posts in total. In carousel, you can put up to 10 posts, but usually people drop off after the 7th. So the less, the better. So it gave me some ideas for slide 1, slide 2. You can see it's very easy to work and you can take it to Canva. I decided to play with DALL-E. It's also a paid version of ChatGPT. It comes together with a paid version, and it created me these lovely images, and I put the text that it suggested. And then, so it also created accidentally a representation of Bruno. This was the post that I used. It took me, 10, 15 minutes altogether to craft it. And it's easier for people to engage with content like that. Now, when it comes to testimonials, we want to share testimonials in order to showcase our expertise. But if we share testimonials, it's the way they come in, or sometimes they are too long or too short. If we just share testimonial, only our closest fans who are already devoted to our work, they will read it. Passers-by or strangers that you want to attract, they may ignore your testimonials because they wouldn't see the value for them to go through this content. That's why it's important when you work with the testimonials to showcase why it is valuable for people to read through the testimonials. In the document, you have prompt idea, which says share a customer review or testimonial, and then the idea is how you can share them. You don't need to read it. I just wanted to demonstrate. This was a testimonial that I received about Instagram Real Love course, and it's lovely. I love every single word in this testimonial. It's long, and you can imagine, like, even the most devoted fans probably wouldn't read through it. It's good for me to read through all of this, but in reality, if I put this as it is, people are not going to read through it. That's why what I did, I copied this text and I wrote inside ChatGPT, I said, this is a long testimonial from a client. Can you divide it into separate, smaller testimonials, maximum 2 paragraphs? They need to sound complete. So basically that they can stand as a standalone testimonial. It divided into 5 parts, and each of them can be used on its own. So what I did then, I asked to create a carousel post from these 5 testimonials, and I used the captions that was inside the document, asked it to adapt it. And also I said that it needs to be not saying customer 1 and customer 2, but this testimonial is from one customer, and it adapted. I asked specifically, as I said, from the first approach, like first attempt, you may not get results that you are happy with. It's a process. You can fine tune. So I kind of liked the results, but I wanted to dive into this first slide and ask how to make the intro slide more enticing for the readers so they want to swipe through the testimonial, aka why it is interesting to know. And so it changed it, like, ever felt overwhelmed by Instagram? This is that hook. You're not alone. So anyone who is frustrated most likely will stop and read through to see that what they're going through are valid emotions. They are not alone in this. Now, what is important to remember about Instagram as well, that Instagram now adapts all the search options inside Instagram. So they are optimized content, SEO, search engine optimized content. Meaning when somebody looks for a specific product or specific services or areas of your expertise, that you put it into the description, into the caption, and it's not just collection of words. It has to make a meaning, but it also needs to be rich with these SEO optimized phrases. And for that, I use ChatGPT saying, this is what I want to say. Make it SEO optimized for this content. And when you optimized your Instagram, your bio is one of the key factors when people decide to follow or not. And we had a conversation before about Instagram. So you need to be intentional what you want people to do, because if you say enjoy the content, they will enjoy the content. If you say you can buy something, because it will be unlikely that people start searching, clicking on the links, unless you tell them that they can purchase something as well, or they can sign up for something. And you can use ChatGPT saying, this is what my Instagram account is about. I want you to create SEO optimized bio, 150 characters limits, including spaces. Show me your suggestion. And then you can go line by line and change it. You can use SEO optimization inside the captions in the description. I will show you exactly how I'm doing with Reels. Subtitles on the video also make contribution to being discovered. Here, when you want to sell your products, there are ideas how you can present them. So you don't talk or like buy my stuff, buy this stuff or buy this one. You make the selling process more engaging and also providing value. So when you share behind the scenes your story, like why you started your account, what does it mean for you, why you created that particular product, or how you create store, how you ship, when somebody buys something from you, film a video sharing how it's being prepared and shipped away. Now, inspirational quotes and reels are very, very popular currently, but you also want not just to put something inspirational, you want to put SEO optimized captions, and I will show you the process that I'm going through. So these are just examples of reels that I created during the last 30 days, and I've been creating one a day. Some of them are more successful. My point here is that not all of your reels or your posts will reach a large number of people. Some of them can go viral, some of them not. It's impossible kind of to expect that every single post will reach millions and millions of people. But when you put consistently, some of them will bring you customers, some of them will bring you followers. And it's just kind of when you put a little bit of work, it pays off. For instance, when I come across some inspirational quotes, especially if I use trending sounds, I put into ChatGPT, I say, there is a reel with the following text. A magic you are looking for is in the work you are avoiding. It was just a very short reel. And I want you to create inspirational and valuable captions that goes with this reel. So for me, it's important that all what I'm posting brings value. It's not, you can share what you had for breakfast, or you can share your traveling experiences, but you also need to keep in mind the reader, why it is important for them. And so when I craft my request to ChatGPT, I wanted to work within those lines that it brings value to other readers. And so what it came up, and with Reels, you don't need long captions as well. So facing challenges head on is where real growth happens. Do you have a task you've been avoiding? So basically, we want to have questions so the comments are easy to be made. Sometimes when it comes with the ideas, I don't take that idea literally. It just sparks creativity in me. And so when you use ChatGPT, you don't need to use what it suggests for you. Like, use it as your source of inspiration and just craft your own. I wanted it to be a little bit longer. It brought me longer text, so I asked it to put those two together and make it a little bit more concise. However, it kind of still didn't talk to me, but it inspired me to create my own. And so this is that. It was that reel where I use the magic you're looking for in the tasks you avoid. And then I created my own caption, because whatever I was doing on ChatGPT, I didn't use it exactly what it suggested, but it inspired me to come up with my own text. And that's why it's valuable exercise when you work with ChatGPT, because it will spark your creativity. Here, I had one of the videos kind of creating a lot of likes and a lot of comments, and majority of the comments were some negative, neutrally negative, some negatively weird. As I understood, some people were triggered with this, like, pick something you would do for free and do it, choose it as your business. And so a majority of people commented, or it means that I will starve, or I will resent my hobby. Somebody wrote, oh, I like to sit on a beach, So does it mean that I will be like, I can get paid for sitting on a beach? And so I responded to that particular comment with, If you like sitting on a beach, spending your time all day long, you can do, and I named different activities. But then I thought, I want to back it up with something tangible in the caption. So I went to, after I recorded a video, I went to ChatGPT and asked me to give a list of professions you can do if you like spending time on the beach. So I said exactly what I'm doing. I'm answering a question: what paid work can be done if somebody likes spending time on a beach? And it gave me a list of professions. It was yoga, it was lifeguard, and all of this stuff, which gave me kind of confirmation that with my answer, I was on the right track. It was already a recorded video. I just wanted to give additional input on my caption, what that person can do. Because, yeah, majority of people think that if you don't struggle in your day-to-day job, it's most likely it's impossible. And so that's why that particular reel did really well in terms of engagement, that it also, I needed to come up with some responses to comments. And I used ChatGPT for that. Another one is I put just the quotes that comes. I was saying that come up with a caption and what else you can use, because I've seen that this particular video, the quote itself was popular and it came with the idea what you can put. And I used it and it wasn't that successful as I wanted to be, but still it was okay. It's like more than zero. But what I did with that text, particularly with the quotes, I asked it to create me a similar quote. And if we go back a little bit here, what you can use with these quotes, when you see that these type of quotes are doing well, you can say, can you create a similar style quote? And you can make a list of quotes that you like, and you say, can you find more of these, like these type of quotes? Or can you create a brand new quote for me that would be in similar style to what I've mentioned? And this is how you can create your own inspirational stories. And now when we come to the biggest drawback of ChatGPT, it will give you kind of responses when it comes to content, but it lacks in strategy, because it learnings limits to all the innovations before 2022. And for instance, if you go with saying what works now on Instagram, it doesn't know, because it's not fed with the information with latest innovations on Instagram, especially latest ones. That's why when you want to find something from strategy point of view, you either need to use Google, like a search, but with strategy, like strategy is on you. You're welcome to come with and explore our Real Love course, because I included strategy, how you can create your content, your system, how you can grow, and what kind of mindset you need to deal with negative comments, because the more you grow, the more exposed to trolls you are. And your content can go viral, but then somebody can get triggered. Like that innocent quote, I was surprised, and I wasn't ready in the beginning, because I was surprised it was innocent line. Pick something you could do for free, choose it as your business idea, because it worked for me. This is how I chose what to do for business, because I was asked that question and I didn't know that so many people can be triggered by the simple idea. And so you need to be kind of ready to deal with it. We also help inside, because when you get into the course, you get also 30 days free of charge inside Magical Creators, where you will be given additional support. You can come to weekly calls and ask questions. And this is really vital when you're learning something new. And as I said, this course offers you a system rather than just tutorials. So if you have any questions now on the live training, I will talk to people live. But if you have any questions and you're watching this on replay, please post them underneath the video or inside the Facebook group, and I will be happy to answer.
Hi there.
Hi, Sally.
Hi. I'm just in the process of I want to launch a coaching business from a book that I'm writing, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And um, I'm just wondering, how do I know if Instagram is the way that I want to go, or if it's going to be Facebook, if it's going to be YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
How do how do you decide that?
So when it comes to these platforms, what is your preference? Like what are you drawn to the most to try out?
Well, I want an online coaching business.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when I'm looking for something, I like Instagram seems to be popular, but I'm not an Instagram person.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I find it's like Facebook. I don't like Facebook. I don't like Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
but I have to get known, right? So to me, I would go more YouTube
Mm-hmm.
because that's where I go when I'm interested in something. But how do you get from, first, I have so much to learn. I mean, it's unbelievable what I have to learn, but and what I've learned this year. But I'm tired of spinning my tires, and I would like to put like I don't know if I'm even making sense to you. How do I get known, I guess, is the question. And then which platform?
Yeah, you would be surprised, but you totally make sense.
Oh,
Yes, yes. So I would say that YouTube
uh-huh,
would be go-to platform for you. First of all, because it seems like lesser evil out of all.
right.
Um,
Mm-hmm,
but the only condition with YouTube, you need to be okay with making videos.
right. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Okay.
mm-hmm.
Those videos are not necessarily about you showing your face.
I see. Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm,
So I don't know whether you had a chance because you have access to AI guide, because I listed different tools that you can use for YouTube. But now you can create videos without showing your face. It can be you put the script saying explain this principle, like for instance 3 reasons why you need to have coaching, and it can be with either AI figures in terms like cartoon
uh-huh.
characters, or it can be just random stock video that just dynamically changes and the information, the voiceover is on the screen.
Oh, I see.
What's good and how you can use ChatGPT is saying, for instance, I'm a coach. I want to be discovered on YouTube.
Mm-hmm,
I'm working with this group of people, like with this audience,
mm-hmm.
who are having these problems.
Oh,
And what topics would you recommend? Well, you don't need to be that polite, like give me topics, right?
right, right.
I'm kind of imagining relationships in my head with Bruno, but you can be like very straightforward, give me topics, right? And
Right.
then like start with the topic, and
Mm-hmm,
then you can go to YouTube and search those topics on YouTube in terms of like you put in the search and see how many views people are getting. from the videos on the topic. And if you use tools like in AI Guide, I mentioned vidIQ or TubeBuddy, they will show you how competitive the topic is, or if it's, because if it's high competition with bigger channels, you won't be discovered. But if topic is searchable, and it's not competitive, you will be able to position yourself, and this is how you are discovered. But I would say, like, pay attention to the search option as well, like discovery. And that's why what I love about, even I'm saying it about my course, like Instagram Real Love, the system that I'm taking people through can be applied to any of the social media platform. It's just some elements are changing, and it may be that in this live rounds that I'm planning to launch, I will be adding not just Reels, but how it will work on YouTube, because I'm talking about omnipresence. And omnipresence means you create content once and then you adapt it to different platforms. Because, for instance, what I'm saying about Reels, the same, you can do YouTube Shorts, and you can start with YouTube Shorts and it will get you views very fast. The same way how Reels are getting a lot of views fast, Shorts are getting a lot of views fast on YouTube.
I see. Okay. Wow, it's quite the world.
Yes, but it's like when you go one topic at a time. So like when you know what you want to achieve, then you can find the answers, how to do it.
Okay. Thank you so much.
But yeah, video is way forward.
Okay.
I would
Thank
say.
you.
And you have a session with me because it was part of a special offer with the course. And what we can do, I will take you through guided visualization, where you will get answers like which platform to choose and what to do.
Okay.
So it will help you.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, great.
Thank
you for joining live.
Yeah, no, in regards to, yeah, you've covered everything really in regards to the ChatGPT and coming up with ideas. And what I do find sometimes with ChatGPT is that after a certain amount of words, it starts to waffle. And like, how do you get around that?
You switch off computer and go for a walk. Because especially if it's a free version, right? The amount of information that it can work, it's limited, like in one go. It's not endless.
Yeah.
And so when you start noticing that you are going in circles, so you either switch off completely or you can start a new chat thread, in terms like it's brand new, you start from very beginning, and then you just formulate your questions a little bit different. One of the ways, especially with the free one, when you state the question and then you say, ask me as many questions as necessary in order to complete this task. So this helps. And then while like paid version doesn't need spoon feeding, so to speak, giving context or anything. It understands kind of it thinks ahead, so to speak. And so once you try paid version, it's very difficult to go back to the free one. I managed to create, like, this Insta Inspiration was created on a free version, but I worked very specifically in terms, I was going through each of the topic several times before I got what I wanted. With the paid one is so much easier.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
But I think because we looked at your Instagram account, I think for that huge one, you change a little bit of bio and start interacting. Do you do stories?
Yes, I do. I post the product. Sometimes I post the product with the link
Mm-hmm.
on the stories. But is there a way how you can sort of is there any analytics? Because I can't
Yes,
remember if you can see the analytics of the people that's
yeah,
clicked.
usually it's
Mm,
good to see on day by day basis, when you
yeah,
post it
yeah,
before the story expired, you can
hmm,
see how many people clicked, how many people viewed your story, like in
yeah,
comparison to the amount of followers you have.
yeah,
So what I would recommend for you, I
hmm,
haven't mastered it yet,
yeah,
but there is, ManyChat uses, you can connect your Instagram account with ManyChat and then to create bots in terms of they do a conversation in DMs for
yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah,
So and do the selling, and you can create wonderful, and using also ChatGPT, you can
yeah.
create that conversational sequence.
Because I remember I used MiniChat years ago, where
It changed. It
yeah,
changed now big time. I
okay,
used to know it
hmm,
really well. I was really
hmm,
good at crafting,
hmm,
all the sequences.
yeah,
Then I stopped using it,
yeah,
and I'm relearning now again because it is
hmm,
very powerful,
yeah,
especially now with ChatGPT. It's very,
hmm,
very powerful how you
okay,
can craft all the chats.
yeah, yeah. Because I remember what I was doing. I was saying to people, because I used to sell digital products, and I would say, "Oh, DM me the word XYZ,"
Mm-hmm.
and then I would sort of automate it where when someone types in XYZ or close to XYZ, then they would send me then the mini chat would automatically send them the DM to the link of the actual
Yeah,
product. But again, like you said, I don't know how that was years ago. A few years ago, I was doing that, but I don't know if that's changed or what's happened with that.
it's
So
improved.
I was improved.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does even like, yeah, you can sell through DMs using
Mm.
automation now.
Yeah, it's just another thing as well, that I'm a bit concerned is because it's a third party app, would it affect somehow my Instagram account?
Yeah, well, ManyChat is official partner with
Okay.
Meta.
Yeah.
So Meta is okay with this.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look back into mini chat. I haven't used it for years, but
Mm.
yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
look
it's a
into
bit
that.
different
Thank you.
now.
Thanks for that.
You just mentioned with the YouTube, did you say reel or shorts? How long
Shorts,
should they,
yeah.
how long should they
Uh,
be?
no longer than 60 seconds.
Okay. And what's the idea sort of with those? You kind of pick a topic and
Yeah,
then just
especially a searchable topic.
okay.
Like in your case, why my toddler is not sleeping, or how to make my baby sleep through the night. Again, do the research,
Mhm,
what kind of questions people are asking, and
mhm,
then craft your content. You take one question and you answer. You take one question and you answer. Then you can take your longer videos that are already posted, and you can
mhm,
do like an intro saying, for instance, if you have 7 tips how to help your baby sleep through the night, you can
mhm.
share tip number 1, and then you can mention watch the remaining tips on my video, and you add a link to your longer YouTube video.
It's sort of in the description bit below.
In the description, or you can even put sentence saying watch longer video for remaining of the tips, or you can say, for instance, right, I'm making it up, if you have a regular routine going to sleep, your child will sleep better.
Mhm,
This you can say within 15 seconds. And you can say,
mhm.
I have additional 7 tips how to make sure that your child sleeps through the night. Check that video, a link in description. It
Okay,
can be
yeah, because
said within 60 seconds.
I did do some sort of longer videos to make like a series. And then I thought, oh, I really need to do some shorter ones to kind of like introduce them, or like you say,
Yeah.
the concept. Yeah, and so do you, so like with the question, do you have like those subtitles coming up, or is it just done through the, it's just whatever you talk about for the question?
You mean captions on the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you need to enable them.
Okay. And do you
So-
recommend that?
Oh, yeah, because a lot of people watch on silent mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just do your video in YouTube, and
No, I personally, I record everything on Reels,
okay.
and then I download before adding any music. I download and I use app called Captions, because it has these dynamic captions that are jumping or moving as you speak. And
Okay.
then I upload on Instagram, I upload on Shorts on YouTube. So as I said, you create content once, and then you just upload it on different platforms. Juliet, you have access to Real Love course. So if you go through it, it talks about Reels, but it can be applied on YouTube Shorts as well.
Okay, that sounds good. So I'll just make a note of that. Okay, that sounds great. I will give it a go.
Okay.
Thank you.